So hi, it's Chris Bottrell here from Chris Bottrell Photography, and I'm going to give this whole YouTube thing a go. Welcome to my nice little studio that I've got here. I've tried to make it as YouTubey as possible, so I've got my very soft light coming from that side. I've got my cinema camera in the background, and on the other side I've got a pointless light pointing at the wall. So how much more YouTube can you get? So we're going to be doing some exciting things on the channel. We've got quite a few good things coming up, some projects. We're going to be doing quite a bit of travelling, off to the Ukraine soon. So going to be going to Chernobyl to put some cameras through their paces. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Hello? Yeah, it's Chris. Yeah. Oh, cool. Hi, Sadie. Yeah, did you get the pilot I sent in? Sorry, it's NEXFLIX. Hold on. Yeah, so what did you think of the concept? Yeah, thanks, cheers. Well, I do love to smoke crack, and I'm partial to a whore or two, so, you know, the idea of travelling to a different country every episode, testing the quality of crack and the whores, is, you know, it's right up my street, hence the working title, Crack and Whores. Yeah, it was mostly shot on the Canon C200 and the Blackmagic Pocket 6K. Yeah, both in RAW. Why not? They're both professional cameras. Listen, I even used a LUT from Cody Blue, so they've got to be professional. Yeah, and I also been watching Spud Rocket's channel. Oh, sorry, Potato Jet. Yeah, what is? Okay. So if I can get into the cameras, you'll take the show. Cool, leave it with me. So you have just gone out and spent a small fortune, or a minuscule fortune, on a new Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera, only to find that your dreams of becoming a Netflix original content producer has been shattered into tiny little pieces. Well, fear not, because I'm going to show you how to make your Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera Netflix approved for only £20, which in Alabama will get you a fairly decent whore and a good load of crack. So by now you've probably worked out that the reason why the Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera, along with the C200 behind me there, are not Netflix approved. And it's not because they're crap cameras, they're far from it. They are very capable cameras. But the main reason, and the only reason, why they're not Netflix approved is because of timecode, or lack of timecode. Now, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail about what timecode is. If people need timecode, then you get the gist. You'll probably know what timecode is. So for timecode, we have two options. We have the tentacle system way or the redneck way, and we are going to go pure redneck. Now, why timecode? Well, companies like Netflix or any production house are not going to want to sit there messing about with multicam sessions, you know, trying to sync them all up in post using Pluralize or, you know, any of the bits of software like that. They're going to want timecode baked in to every single camera so they can just queue everything up perfectly. So, as I said before, when it comes to timecode, you have two options. You have the tentacle system way, supposed to be a tentacle, and you also have the redneck way, and we're going to show you how to do the redneck way. And basically, all you need is two of these. Now, these are the Samsung Galaxy Junior 2s, I think. Junior 2s or the Samsung Young 2s, I don't know. Let me have a quick look. So yeah, basically these are the Samsung Galaxy Junior or the Young 2s. I can't remember which ones they were. They cost me about 20 quid each on eBay. Well, one of them was 20 quid. I think the other one cost me about £16. And these have an absolutely amazing app that's free, which is called LTC Timecode Generator. Now, as soon as you have bought your two cheap Android phones, you will actually need to root them, because we need to install an application on here which is called TimeSync, or ClockSync actually. Now, what ClockSync does is it will sync your clock on your Android device to atomic time, which is very accurate. So as you can see on both of these phones, we go to clock sync and clock sync. You'll see that they are probably slightly off. So what we'll do is we'll update time and then update time. Now these are both perfectly synced together. Now what you can do is you can use your main mobile phone, turn it into a hotspot just in case they do go out of sync when you're out filming, and then you can connect these to it to resync them. So now if we go into the actual app, which I will show you here, you have a choice. You can choose 30 frames, 25 or 24. There are other frame rates there that are grayed out, but if you buy the full version, you'll get access to all of that. So all you need to do is you basically grab your audio cable, you plug it into the headphone jack, and then the other end will go into your camera, so you can feed the timecode signal into well, it can be used for any camera. Basically, it doesn't have to be just, you know, the Pocket 4K 6K or the C200. These are just examples. And then once it's plugged in, you just push the run button, and you have your timecode. So I think it's probably about time that we show you exactly how you are going to use this in your production. So we have both of our cameras set behind me there. I've got the Blackmagic cinema camera and the Canon C200. I'm just about to go and push record on both of them. I've got the timecode generators running. Both of them are synced, so let's see what happens. So they are both recording at the moment, so I'm just going to make some movements so you can see if they're both in sync. Obviously I've got no audio going into them. If I did, I would have put microphones in them as well. Just put it on the opposite channel to what the timecode generator is going into. So now I've got the hard drive, the T5 from the Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera, and I've got my SD card from the C200. So let's plug it into DaVinci Resolve and see what we can do. So here we are in DaVinci Resolve, and I'm going to show you how to do a multicam session using the timecode that we generated from the clips. So you want to find all your camera angles. So for our example, we use 2. This MP4 one, this is from the Canon C200. And then we'll go into, grab this one here from the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. So as you can see over on the right here, under the metadata, we've got our start time code and our end time code. And that is currently the wrong time. So if you right click on your thumbnail and go to update timecode from audio track. Now if you're using an older version of DaVinci Resolve, it will actually say update timecode from LTC. So just click on that and you'll see that the start timecode and end timecode will change to the exact time that the clip was taken. Now over on the Blackmagic, this current start time and end time this is actually taken from the camera itself, not from the timecode. So if we right click, do exactly the same, update, you can see it's just updated it. So you can see both of them were taken at the same time. Now what you need to do is you need to highlight both clips, or if you've got more than one clip or audio source, you want to highlight them all. Then you right click and you choose create new multicam clip using selected clips. Now the most important thing here is your angle sync. You want to choose time code and then click on create, go to edit and drag your multicam timeline into the player. I'm just going to mute that because you don't want to hear the extremely annoying time code in the background. So when I press play on the multicam timeline, you'll see that's the first one. Then I press record on the second one, and you'll see that both angles are perfectly in sync. Well, near enough perfectly. I think there may be a frame or two out, but I don't know if that's lagging down to the PC. So all you need to do to do a very quick multicam session is you've got angle 1, angle 2. Say I want angle 1 up to the playhead. Click on angle 1, and it will change, and it will cut there. So you've got, you press play and you can see you've got angle 1, and then say you want angle 2, click on there, it will cut angle 2. So now you've got angle 2 playing until you want angle 1 again, and then click back to angle 2. You can see it changes down there. So when I go back and press play again, you'll see it cuts from angle 2, back to angle 1, and so. And it's just, you know, it's really quite handy if you're you know, if you're a wedding filmmaker like I am, you know, and you're using multiple camera setups. You know, sometimes we use up to sort of like 3 or 4 different camera angles, and it's just really handy to, you know, have time code going into all of my cameras, and that way when I do bring it into Resolve to start editing, everything is just synced up and you don't have to mess about with, you know, syncing audio, where it's because DaVinci Resolve's audio sync isn't particularly great if you're, you know, wanting to sync by the main audio source on your camera. So yeah, I tend to really, you know, quite like using this way, and it's a much cheaper way of doing it than going through the tentacle system way, because as I say, they cost about just under £400 for 2 units, and if you want to, and obviously that's just for 2 cameras. If you're using 3 cameras, you need to buy 3. If you've got an external audio recorder, then you need another one, that's 4. So straight away that's like nearly £800. Whereas if you wanted to buy 4 mobile phones, that's £80. It's a huge saving. I just hope that Tentacle Sync don't watch this video and send me a nasty email, but it's, yeah. Anyway, I think I will leave it there. Have a good one. So there you have it. I've just shown you how you can get timecode into your Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera or your Canon C200 or any other camera for that matter for really cheap using a mobile phone. So until the next time, see you later.